guys, welcome to the At the Apex vlog. Today we got Mike's GTO. He's owned this car for 8 years. He's going to tell you 10 reasons why you should own one in 2018.
Hey guys, Mike here with my 06 GTO, and I'll tell you 10 reasons why you should have one of these in 2018. I'll start with number 10. This may come as a surprise to some people, considering this car comes with an LS2 V8 in it, but miles per gallon. I took the highway on the way here, averaged 65, 70 miles an hour, and I averaged 29 miles per gallon. You have to keep in mind at 65 miles an hour in 6th gear, I'm only at about 1800 RPMs. You guys, number 9, reliability. I bought this car in 2010 from the original owner with 20,000 miles on it. I currently have 92,000 miles on it. And after 8 years of ownership, regardless of a little, maybe a radiator, drive shaft, some typical maintenance items like that, this car has never left me stranded. I've never had to bring it to the shop. These cars are very reliable. You'll get 200,000 miles out of these motors, no problem, as long as you keep up with standard maintenance. Number 8, this car I consider a sleeper. In its factory form, of course, without long tube headers and all that stuff. Right off the factory showroom, stock form, everybody underestimates this car. Nobody knows that they come from the factory with 400 horsepower. Everyone thinks it's a Cavalier or a Grand Am. But when you pull up to someone and you take off, they know right away that they messed with the wrong car. Number 7, easy availability of parts for this car. Granted, even though Pontiac is not in business anymore, so fenders and body panels might be a little difficult, but all your major items, anything with your drivetrain, everything in your motor, brakes, exhaust, anything you want, it's all GM, readily available off the shelf today. Heck, you can even go into AutoZone and buy most of the parts for this car if you're really in a pinch. And they're cheap. Number 6, the way this car sounds. You can't beat it. Even in the factory trim, the stock exhaust has a nice low girth to it. But once you start putting headers and catbacks on this car, it will turn heads everywhere you go and set off car alarms. This thing, you cannot beat the sound of an LS2 V8. I don't care what car it's in. Number 5, GTOs are very easy to work on. The engine bay is very big. You can get your hands in almost everywhere. I've done a whole drive shaft, clutch replacement, headers, everything with just jack stands in my driveway, so that's a big plus. Number 4, the GTO has a great platform for modding. Like I said, it's got the LS2 engine in it, which people are dropping into almost every single car you can think of. Parts are fairly cheap compared to most imports, and you get some good power out of just some long tube headers, some intakes, and you're good to go. Number 3, value for performance with this car. If you look around long enough, honestly not really that hard, you can find a pretty good condition GTO for $10,000 or under. And the amount of performance and power you can get for that little amount of money that's still reliable is very hard to beat. Number 2, Rarity. These cars aren't necessarily super rare, but you're not going to see one on the road every single day. I got kind of tired of seeing Camaro after Mustang, after Challenger, and sometimes they're not special anymore. These cars, every time I take it out, it's a little bit special and everyone always notices. Alright guys, the number 1 reason to own a Pontiac GTO in 2018 is these cars are fun. No other way around it. Everything I've said before, 400 horsepower to the wheels, easy availability of parts. Get one of these for under 10 grand. You cannot beat it. You will have so much fun with this car that you can't have anywhere else.